we're going to go with, at least for a bit. Right. Hold on, can I see this?
Hey, good to see ya. All right, yeah, whenever you're
Oh,
ready.
nope, can't see the thing.
Give you a little introduction.
Either have words or have visuals.
Shall we do it?
I realize I'm thinking of Riders and like that's a different
Wait a
song.
minute, that's a different
That's
song?
Doors. That's what I'm thinking.
Who knows?
Let me get this one. I'm ready though.
Alrighty. Shall I give you an introduction to the thing?
Yeah, tell them who I am.
Oh, I'll tell them. Hey, y'all. Thanks for coming to the Tiny Deck concert here at Longmont Public Media. It's good to see y'all out there. First things first, we want to thank our wonderful sponsor, the Longmont Creative District, for making this event possible. They support so much wonderful stuff that's happening downtown, and we're really grateful for them being a part of this event. Thank you guys so much for being here. Also, thank you so much to the folks on the live stream for being here. It's good to see you. For folks here in real life, you're going to have to clap real loud so the live stream people can hear you because they're a ways away. What else am I missing here? We thank the sponsor. I think the most important part now is this wonderful artist that we've got playing the Tiny Deck. Let's make welcome Valerie Bhat, y'all.
Thank you so much, Tim. Thank you so much for Longmont Public Media for having me out here for the Tiny Deck concert. Very excited. So I'm a singer-songwriter. I live just north of Boulder. And I've been writing songs almost 10 years now. So I hope you enjoy them, or at least some of them. Well, every day gets a little bit shorter, and the colder nights are just round the corner. There's a hot fire, I was hoping you'd join me inside. Well, I wasted too much time, and the spring has turned to autumn. All the lazy summer days sped off before I caught them. I can't wait another minute, and I'm running out of time. Ready, steady, go. Ready, steady, go. Well, wave a magic wand and I fly across the ocean. There's no time for human transportation, high-speed locomotion. With a good imagination, I can find myself alone with you. But I'm done with playing games and I'm done with hesitation. It's a complicated situation, way too much temptation. Put my toes up to the starting line, just waiting for the gun to blow. Ready, steady, go. Ready, steady, go. Well, Mama said to take my time. Don't worry about the bottom line, and don't take too much things say to heart. Well, Papa said to take what's mine. You'll grieve the ones you leave behind. Time can tear your whole damn world apart. Ready, steady, go. Ready, steady, go. Well, bright lights won't help you to discover the meaning underneath the camouflage of colors. You can't face up to the feelings that you hide. Let it all out, you can count on tomorrow. And for everything we stolen, we broken and we borrowed, there's one less day to take me for a ride. Ready, steady, go. Ready, steady, go. Ready, steady, go.
much. Thank you all for coming out early. Appreciate it. Thanks to everybody watching on the live stream, too. I'm a big YouTube live streamer, so I have a YouTube channel at Valerie Bhat Music, and my last name is B-H-A-T. So if you want to be a part of our bat flock, because everybody says my name wrong, so we're the bat flock, but it's Bhat. But I stream every Friday at noon, and then this Monday night at 7 p.m. I wrote this song when I was sitting over at La Vida Bella, when it was still La Vida Bella. Second Tuesday, sipping slow on steams of teeny. Photographs of borrowed days turned black and white, and memories and motivations, and phonographs too old to play. The melody still scratched inside like fingernails across your skin, like giving up or giving in, like giving in. Second cup brings second chapters bound in leather. I read it back in high school, that was long before I know now. If I knew then how your eyes reflect electric light, they tell me of the times before you understood the details and the constellations. I don't know where we were going, I get lost in conversation. Oh, don't know where we were going, I get lost in conversation. The corner of my eye translates the shape on this paper napkin painted with a coffee stain and ballpoint pen. Timeline of antagonists with open ears, not judging that your wounds are mostly self-inflicted. I'm familiar with giving in. I don't know where we were going, I get lost in conversation. Oh, don't know where we were going, I get lost in conversation. Just relate the book I've read on someone dead since long ago. A distant war, the pages from the back ripped out, so no one knows precisely how the world's supposed to end or how it all got started. I don't know where we were going, I get lost in conversation. Oh, don't know where we were going, I get lost in conversation. Oh, don't know where we were going, I get lost. Thank you all so much. You guys are wonderful. This song is called Strawberry Moon, and that's the full moon every June. And I think it's like the biggest one we have around here. And if you see the moon right as it comes off the horizon, it's just gigantic, like you could just run straight into it. But I still remember the first time I noticed you under the strawberry moon. And I watched you dance like there's nobody else in view under the strawberry moon. The music was playing, the wind harmonizing under the strawberry moon. The way that you move's got my temperature rising under the strawberry moon. My finger and wine on my tongue, a melody sung out of tune. We'll dance like the first dance when we fell in love under chance under the strawberry moon. And I took your hand and together we danced under the strawberry moon. A ring on my finger and wine on my tongue, a melody, a song out of tune. We'll dance like the first dance when we fell in love under the strawberry moon. Under the strawberry moon. Oh, we sang along. We got all the words wrong. We danced under the moon. Hey, you slid this ring on my finger and wine on my tongue. A toast to the bride and the groom. We danced like the first dance when we fell in love under the strawberry moon. A ring on my finger and wine on my tongue. A toast to the bride and the groom. We danced like the first dance when we fell in love under the strawberry moon. Under the strawberry moon. Under the strawberry moon. Thank you, guys. I used to work at CU Boulder, and I made a lot of copies. And I made a copy of the original Cinderella story. And I'd always grown up with that Disney kind of version of it. And I wasn't a very good worker. And while I was copying, I was reading this book, or this story. And it was pretty horrific. And it made me think a little bit about what it was like to be Cinderella. All work and no play. Don't work no more. I look for trouble in a dress I can't afford. I saw you in the moonlight. You asked me for this dance. I only love the rhythm. I ain't looking for no romance. I am not your Cinderella. I ain't looking for no prince. You assume I'm nothing more than a pretty face on the ballroom floor, and I don't believe that fairy tales exist. My house is no home, no love is lost, but I keep on dancing, no mind the cost. I am not your Cinderella, and I ain't looking for no prince. You assume I'm nothing more than a pretty face on the ballroom floor, and I don't believe that fairy tales exist. I promised I might be home by midnight. There ain't no fancy coach to take me home. I don't walk too good in heels. I know I'm younger than I feel, but lately I've been weary to the bone. Lately I've been weary to the bone. And I am not your Cinderella, and I ain't looking for no prince. You assume I'm nothing more than a pretty face on the ballroom floor, and I don't believe that fairy tales exist. You assume I'm nothing more than a pretty face on the ballroom floor, and I don't believe that fairy tales exist. train was right in tune with this. Thank you all so much. This is really great. I think it's especially touching for me to be here and having Tim Ostick introduce me. I met Tim I met Tim right when I started playing out in little jam groups. And he was so encouraging, and he would have me come and be part of his sing-along groups, and mostly I was singing covers and stuff. And then he invited me to come to his house for songwriting group. And that was and then he introduced me to song school and just everything. And so I really appreciate Tim for just being so encouraging for songwriting, because it's really been amazing for me. Go Tim. All right, so this song is about my favorite pastime, and I'm like, should I wait for the change? No, I'm just gonna go. I live upstairs from old Joe. He's been there a long, long time. He goes down to old Mexico with one thing on his mind. Oh, he's just got one thing on his mind. He might be gone all summer. He could be back next week. He's got the neighbors talking. They say it adds to his mystique. Oh, they say it adds to his mystique. But it ain't no señorita. No, it ain't no pretty girl. It ain't no tequila. There's only one thing rocks his world. He's got a rod and a reel and a 50-pound line. He says the water's warm, but the fishing's fine. Oh, the fishing's fine. Old Joe made me a confession, sharing a fifth of gin. You know some things are too young to keep, but they're hard to throw back in. Oh, they're so hard to throw back in. The game's always feast or famine. The worms even have their day. But you sure as hell ain't gonna catch nothing if you ain't out on the bay. Oh, if you ain't out on the bay. But it ain't no señorita. No, it ain't no pretty girl. It ain't no tequila. There's only one thing rocks his world. He's got a rod and a reel and a 50-pound line. He says the water's warm, but the fishing's fine. Oh, the fishing's fine. Oh, men are like fish, they get in trouble when they open their mouth. And I swear I caught a marlin when I didn't even bag me a trout. But the sunshine and the women both get hotter farther you travel south. Oh, well, there ain't no señorita. No, there ain't no pretty girl. There ain't no tequila. There's only one thing rocks his world. He's got a rod and a reel and a 50-pound line. He says the water's warm, but the fishing's fine. Oh, the fishing's fine. The fishing's fine, baby. Thank you so much. This is a relatively new one from last month.
I've been reading a lot of Agatha Christie novels. And I think that's where I was thinking about the life of an author. Lily sits by the window, a pen in her hand. The neighbor next door walks outside with a watering can. A man in a trench coat strolls by with a sense of command. Lily makes note of his starched and pressed sleeves monogram. Lily gets dressed and walks down to the small coffee shop. Orders a cafe au lait, finds a good place to eavesdrop. Sits near the old ladies, not too close, but still she's in earshot. Writes down the news of who's on the booze and who's born out of wedlock. The world's quickly turning and spins us around. You run with the hare or you hunt with the hound. Can't find your escape from this small sleepy town with your verbs and nouns. Ashes to ashes, we all fall down. Lily takes tea to her father 4:15 on a tray that she found at the neighborhood charity store. Still wearing the cap that he won from his time in the war, and a gold wedding band round his neck on a long silver cord. Lily turns on the TV in time for the afternoon news. Father opines that the stories are all doom and gloom. People her age are too young to be singing the blues. Just do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. The world's quickly turning and spins us around. You run with the hare or you hunt with the hounds. Can't find your escape from this small sleepy town with your verbs and nouns. Ashes to ashes, we all fall down. Lily fills up her notebooks with the adventures of others. Cousins and brothers and drummers and liars and lovers. Writing is one thing and living another. You can't judge a book by its cover. The world's quickly turning and spins us around. You run with the hare or you hunt with the hounds. Can't find your escape from this small sleepy town with your verbs and nouns. Ashes to ashes, we all fall down. Ashes to ashes, we all fall down. Okay. Let's put that right there. This song is called Whippoorwill.
And I was at song school one year, which is held up at Planet Bluegrass. And that word came to me. We were talking about birds or something, and I was like, whippoorwill. And I didn't know, at the time I wasn't sure. I was like, I'm sure I've seen a whippoorwill. But no, I've never seen a whippoorwill. They're mostly in like North Carolina, East Coast area. And but I didn't know. I wrote this song, and I had really no knowledge of whippoorwills, except for that I liked the word whippoorwill. Then I played this song about a year later, a little brewery down in Arvada. And I got to the part, there's a part where I try to make the bird sound. And the guy stood up and was like, that is not what a whippoorwill sounds like. So I just want to tell you so you're not disappointed later. Just be, yeah. This is not a scientifically accurate song. I'm also not a very good whistler. You got me watching out the window, wait to hear you carry on. The days are longer in the summer. I thought you were long gone without me. I thought you'd flown off without me. I don't know why I doubt you'll be back with the setting of the sun, when the tilting of the earth calls you in unison to travel homeward. Calls you back home to me. Whippoorwill, 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 won't you stay? Whippoorwill, 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 you say you love me. Oh, won't you say you love me? Whippoorwill, 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 won't you stay? Whippoorwill, 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 you say you love me. Oh, won't you say you love me? Outside in the evening breeze, lay back and listen for your song. When the clouds light up like fire, I know I hear you sing it long and lovely. I hear you singing far above me. You could tell me all your stories, but you only say your name and sister hide behind the shadows. Your familiar voice comes out of nowhere. I hear your voice from out of nowhere. Whippoorwill, 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 won't you stay? Whippoorwill, 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 you say you love me. Oh, won't you say you love me? Whippoorwill, 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 won't you stay? Whippoorwill, 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 you say you love me. Oh, won't you say you love me? I don't know why I doubt you'll be back with the setting of the sun, when the tilting of the earth calls you in unison to travel homeward. It calls you back, come back home to me. I don't know if anything about bird migration was right about that. So. I wrote this one, but it's like I'm just moody a lot. This is a song. I was being all moody, but moody songs make me feel good. Dirt road to the house, dry and dusty, headed south. On one spare tire, feeling every bump along the road. Late getting back home. See the porch light shone on the empty wooden swing, where you hold me and you told me about the one time you remember. All the hows, but not the whys. The whos were also slowly fading from your mind. Well, tell me, baby, who broke your heart? Tell me, baby, who broke your heart? Who drowned your spirit? Who dulled your spark? Tell me, baby, who broke your heart? views from the stage in an empty playhouse, projecting to the ghosts in vacant chairs. The lines are all the same, still fall from your tongue more eloquently than your nighttime prayers. They come more quickly when you're falling on your knees. God's the only one who'll ever listen to your pleas. Tell me, baby, who broke your heart? Tell me, baby, who broke your heart? Who drowned your spirit? Who dulled your spark? Tell me, baby, who broke your heart? Well, don't leave out the little things and bitter stings and aggravations out of fear that I'll reject the way you see the situation. If darkness clouds your point of view, baby, promise to remember the only thing I ask of you is never ever to surrender. Through the window of full moon, from the kitchen table, the locusts out of rhythm with the old clock on the wall. The coffee is too cold now, take one last swallow, spit it all out once the flavor finally hits my tongue. The bitterness that took me to my limit. Every word I heard you say, I never will forget it. Tell me, baby, who broke your heart? Tell me, baby, who broke your heart? Who drowned your spirit? Who dulled your spark? Tell me, baby, who broke your heart?
Thank you all. Okay. Now we're moving from sad song to love song. Kind of a sappy love song, to be honest. I didn't know I had it good. I didn't know which way to turn. I didn't know to laugh or cry. Well, I don't know just what came over me, but I'm finding courage I didn't know I had inside. Didn't mean to let you down. I didn't mean to be afraid. I didn't mean to do you wrong. I never meant to fall in love with you. I act like I mean it, but I never know what to say. But sure as the sun will rise, and sure as the day is long, sure as the stars above, there ain't no doubt about our love. Sure as I know we have the strength inside we need to endure. This much I know for sure. I didn't make the rules, I didn't lead you on, I didn't lose my faith, but I didn't sleep at all
last night. I didn't know better. You didn't bat an eye. But sure as the sun will rise, and sure as the day is long, sure as the stars above, there ain't no doubt about our love. Sure as I know we have the strength inside we need to endure. This much I know for sure. What's good as friends is even better as lovers. This I know for sure. Sure as the sun will rise, and sure as the day is long, sure as the stars above, there ain't no doubt about our love. Sure as I know we have the strength inside we need to endure. This much I know for sure.
Thank you so much. You're all awesome. I really appreciate y'all being out here and coming out. I'm just so thankful for this beautiful day. Perfect weather. Okay. This song's even better with a lot of harmonies, so, you know, just think that in your head when you're. So it's just me up here. But you can think it. Ooh, ooh. No, that's not right. Oh, yeah. Ooh, ooh. I woke up sore this morning with one foot out the door. I woke up sore this morning with one foot out the door. I prayed last night to Jesus, heaven's what I'm praying for. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Long as I've been living, I've had little promised me. Long as I've been living, I've had little promised me. The promise I've been keeping, I hold for eternity. Bury my bones under the water and under the stones. Deep in the river, will you bury my bones? Will you carry me home when I die? Ooh, ooh. And when my days are over, and when my days are gone, and when my days are over, oh, and when my days are gone, I hope that you remember, I hope my soul you'll carry on. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Deep in the river, will you bury my bones under the water and under the stones? Deep in the river, will you bury my bones? Will you
can't tell that you're winning till the game is at the end. You can count it by the minutes, but you never know the score. You can count it by the blessings until you can count no more. Deep in the river will you bury my bones, under the water and under the stones. Deep in the river will you bury my bones. Will you carry me home when I die? Will you carry me home when I die? Will you carry me home? Ho, ho, ho. Thank you so much. About 2 songs ago, I was like, I really need to drink water. I just remembered. Okay. This next song is called Colorado Moonshine. And I feel like it's a great song if you own a brewery or you have like a beer or something and you would like to buy a song. You can buy this one is for sale because it's about beer. I stopped drinking in 2016 and then I wrote like 8 songs about drinking. So this is one of those. 300 some odd days of sun, well, I don't need a single one. Lord gave me that Colorado moonshine. I sleep all day and I'm up all night. Don't worry about me none, I'm feeling alright. Lord gave me that Colorado moonshine. Colorado moonshine, baby, won't you be mine? From Steamboat to Salida, across the Great Divide. Colorado moonshine, baby, won't you be mine? You can climb a peak 2 miles tall. If I've seen one, I've seen them all. Lord gave me that Colorado moonshine. I still that match to the flame turns blue just like my daddy taught me to. Lord gave me that Colorado moonshine. Colorado moonshine, baby, won't you be mine? From Steamboat to Salida, across the Great Divide. Colorado moonshine, baby, won't you be mine? And I don't need nothing but a good home brew and a big full moon, and I need you to love me, oh, to love me. With 300 some odd days of sun, well, I don't need a single one. Lord gave me that Colorado moonshine. I sleep all day and I'm up all night. Don't worry about me none, I'm feeling alright. Lord gave me that Colorado moonshine. Colorado moonshine, baby, won't you be mine? From Steamboat to Salida, across the Great Divide. Colorado moonshine, baby, won't you be mine? Baby, won't you be mine? Jedi, won't you be mine? Jedi, won't you be mine? I should point out, so there's a line in there, it says, from Steamboat to Salida, across the Great Divide. I was watching Channel 2 News, and Chris Tomer said that one morning when talking about the weather. So don't tell him, because I don't want to pay him for that. And hey, Jedi. I went to song school, and which I've said like 18 times, because that's like, I went one time at band camp, I'm like that. So I went to song school, and we were all sitting in a big circle, and everybody had their guitar, and we're going in a circle, and everybody's like, everybody, let's sing our murder ballads. And I was like, I don't have a murder ballad. Who was writing murder ballads? But evidently everyone else in the whole circle had a murder ballad. So I'm like, oh, I can never do this again. This is never going to happen to me again. So I immediately write a murder ballad. Like that night, I wrote this murder ballad. And it's never happened. No one's ever asked me in a song circle for a murder ballad, ever, ever. But it's ready, so if we're ever in that, if you have one, let me know. I get down and I'm in denial. Couldn't you just fake it a little while? Well, I have heard and I can see just exactly what your love has done to me. I set a bad example, I almost lost my mind, but you shouldn't pull the trigger unless you can do the time. And I get up. Get up, I get up, I get up, I get down, down, down till I'm on my knees. I can't stand around and just let this be. Well, I have seen, it's been said, baby, your love always messes with my head. First you had no money and then you had no time. Now I'm saving all my dollars, not buying you cheap wine. And I get up, I get up, I get up, I get up, I get down. And I'm asking why. When you said you'd love me till you die. Well, the time has come. The time is here. Lack of follow-through's the biggest thing I fear. I set a bad example. I just lost my mind. Well, I only pulled the trigger 'cause it wasn't the first time. And I get up, I get up, I get up, I get up, I get down, and I know I'm bad. I couldn't let you give her what we had. Well, it's been said, and I've been told, you didn't think that I could be so bold. I set a bad example, I truly blew your mind. Well, since I pulled that trigger, I got nothing else but time. And I get up, I get up, get up, get up. Yay, murder songs. Okay. Okay. I picked too many songs, so I'm having to skip some songs. Okay, I'm going to go back. Okay, can do this. So I've used the amazing facilities here at Longmont Public Media. If you're not a person who comes here, you should check it out, because they have a full TV studio and full audio production studio, and I've recorded. I'm planning to do 48 songs, but I got 24 done, where I've recorded them against the black screen, and it looks fancy and it sounds good, and I've put them out there on my YouTube channel, and eventually they're going to be on the LPM channels if I ever get my button here. But it's just an amazing spot to do all sorts of recording. Highly recommend it.
I'd recorded 24 songs, and I'm like, surely that's going to be 2 hours. 24 songs? Psh, it was an hour and a half. And so I picked 25 songs for today, and then I'm like, well, I know that's not an hour and a half. I didn't talk. There was no one there. It was just me. That's even better. This song is called Apologies. And I apologize because it has a bad word in it. And I think I'm not going to say the bad word because I want to be streamed and stuff. But I was so proud to write a song with a bad word. Because I'm not very cool. So you can just imagine the bad word in your head when it comes. You'll know. Unless you're very innocent, you'll know.
You said you're sorry, but I'm still pretending that I'm much too busy to check on my messages. I can forgive you, but now I'm regretting. I told you some things that I shouldn't tell anyone. Should have known better and bit on my tongue till the urge has subsided. At least when I'm starting to calm down, you told me, and just take a deep breath. You know how those words hit me right in the stomach. And now my ears ring like your right hook just landed. Your hands are still holding me firm on the shoulders. If I pull away, will you just hold on tighter? Or leave me alone with the demons that haunt me at nighttime? I wait for your voice to remind me there's something else out there beyond all the darkness. If I go to sleep, can I count on tomorrow? There's things I should do first in case I don't make it to daylight. There's always a first time for everything. I close my eyes and I wait for the phone to ring. You said you're sorry before I said hello. I said it's all my fault. We both know how I get. I'm really too sensitive. I get confused by the things that you say, the words that you choose. You said you don't love me, and I just pretend to believe you, when it would be better to tell you to F off. I know that you're lying, but really, I know why it's all just a misunderstanding. I tell you I'm sorry and ask to start over again.
So that one is called Apologies. And that's like one of my only songs I've got out on Spotify so far. The curse version, not safe for work. Okay. Here's another moody one for when you're in a bad mood. For when I don't know. When I'm in a bad mood and then I sing a sad song, it makes me feel happier. So I don't know if I'm just crazy or if anyone else feels the same way.
I'm in a bad frame of mind, adding fuel to the fire. Got my heart on the line, take it down to the wire. I didn't understand, it wasn't diabolical. Didn't have a plan. I know I drive you up the wall. I get it all wrong. 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 I get it all wrong.
not trying to ignore you. I feel like a fool. I'm sorry what I put you through. I get it all wrong. 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 I come on too strong. I know I don't belong. I know I always get it wrong. I know I'm off base. You have better things to do. I feel so out of place. I feel so lost without you. I get it all wrong. 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 I get it all wrong.
Thank you for clapping at my ineptitude. I don't know if you've ever seen that episode of The Rifleman where they like all fall in the quicksand and they're all going to die because they're in the quicksand. That scarred me. so I really thought that was a thing. This was the first song I took to song school. I'd written it right before song school, and I took it to song school. And Pat Pattison, who's like, I don't know, arguably the best songwriter in the world, he listened to the song, and he was like, like that the whole time. And I was like, oh, dude, Pat, come on. And then he like spent, I'm going to say 20,000 hours, but it was like 2 hours. He spent like 2 hours going over line by line what was wrong with the song. And it was my first time there, and I was like, and I was just a baby. I was like 38. I was just a baby. I just couldn't handle it. And I was like, oh no, I can't do it this. This is too sad. And so I'm like, I'm never writing songs again, and I hate Pat Pattison, and this is horrible. And then like, I don't know, a couple hours later, I was like, well, maybe he's not wrong, and I'll work on it. And I worked on it, and I changed a few things. One thing I did not change is he said, this is a sad song, and you're playing it way too damn fast, is what he said. And it's true, but I still like it this way, because quicksand goes fast. It takes you. I don't know how quicksand works either. Everything I know, I learned from the Rifleman. Playing Lucas.
Oh, 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 oh. When I met you, baby, down in New Orleans, you were dark and dreamy and so tall and mean. You had us move up here just for the sunshine. So we made us a place at the top of the hill with an indoor cat and an outdoor grill. Only thing I was missing was a lifeline. You know I care too much and I fall too deeply. I believe in luck, but it don't come easy. Loving you is harder to stand than swimming in quicksand. Baby, loving you is harder to stand than swimming in quicksand. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Well, I told you goodbye and I got out of your way. When you had too much to drink, I had no more to say. I wished you well and showed you out the door.
But you still come around here every few days in your old dungarees and your new Chevrolet. Every time I see you, you wear me down a little bit more. You know I care too much and I fall too deeply. I believe in luck, but it don't come easy. Loving you is harder to stand than swimming in quicksand. And I know you waste my time and you're too damn crazy. You're not really worth it, but I'm in deep, baby. Loving you is harder to stand than swimming in quicksand. You know the more I try to get out, the more you drag me down. Oh, and everything's a struggle when I got you around. You know the more I try to get out, the more you drag me down. Oh, and everything's a struggle when I got you around. You know I care too much, I fall too deeply. I believe in luck, but it don't come easy. Loving you is harder to stand than swimming in quicksand. And I know you waste my time and you're too damn crazy. You're not really worth it, but I'm in deep, baby. Loving you is harder to stand than swimming in quicksand. Baby, loving you is harder to stand than swimming in quicksand. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Thank you so much. I'm like, what's Jedi doing? Oh, you didn't know there was going to be tricks, did you? Yeah. Hold on, I'm in tune though. Don't do the tuning song on Facebook. Hold on, preface. After I do preface. So this song's called Sweet Sweet Time, and I wrote it while driving behind the slowest Subaru in the whole world, driving to Arvada. And dude did like 10 miles an hour into the speed limit the whole way, and I couldn't get around him. And I wrote this whole song before I got to the gig. And so it was great. And then I put it up on YouTube. And this guy who lives in the UK saw the song, and he took the song and he added like drums and bass and guitar and keyboards and backing vocals, and he did a remix. And so he did it, and there's like 6 of him and 1 of me in the corner there. But it's amazing, and so I highly suggest checking out my YouTube channel at Valerie Bhat Music, and then checking out Sweet Sweet Time, the Mr. Smith remix. So here it is, all plain Jane.
My sweet, sweet time. My sweet, sweet time. Can't spare you 1 minute, baby. Every second's all mine. You gotta wait, 'cause I'm gonna take my sweet, sweet time. Ever since I was a little bitty baby, oh, everybody said I moved too slow. They called me stuck in the mud, say I ain't got no place to go. I said, baby, 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 you could ask me for a dime. And for any friend I have, I will share my wine. Oh, but I ain't got no reason or rhyme to give up 1 minute of my sweet, sweet time. My sweet, sweet time. I can't spare you 1 minute, baby. Every second's all mine. You gotta wait, 'cause I'm gonna take my sweet, sweet time.
kept to my own pace, and I never did worry. Oh, I laugh when I see them all rushing and hurry. Well, I always abide by the speed limit sign, and I always take my sweet, sweet time. My sweet, sweet time. I can't spare you 1 minute, baby. Every second's all mine. You gotta wait, 'cause I'm gonna take my sweet, sweet time. Oh, well, some wake up by the alarm clock, and some wake up by the cock-a-doodle-doo. Well, I wake up by the morning sun. I wake up every morning next to you. Oh, every sweet, sweet time. My sweet, sweet time. I can't spare you 1 minute, baby. Every second's all mine. You gotta wait, 'cause I'm gonna take my sweet, sweet time. You gotta wait, 'cause I'm gonna take my sweet time. Thank you. Oh. Okay. Can I get 4 in? Okay. I can get 5 in. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm just play songs. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the story. I went to North England and Scotland this summer, and I tried to take like trains and buses and stuff and be all public transportation, which is amazing. They have like really good public transportation, but they don't know that like Valerie's not that bright, and I'm like, how do you get on, and what do you do, and where do you? Everything was confusing. So I spent a lot of time missing buses and waiting for the next bus. So this came about one of those. Sat at the bus stop, set to arrive at 1:15. Stare at the old clock, been stuck on 5 since the whole world was young. It's been a long while since something good made it my way. Not passed me by like the words I was meaning to say. Stand on the platform, catching the next train 10 minutes to 4. Safe from the next storm, expecting the light rain just after I fall. It's been a long while since I stopped taking your words to heart. Nothing you tell me won't stop me from falling apart. Five stops to go till I'm back at the station, last train of the night. Don't rightly know, I just make conversation, great minds think alike. It's
been a long while since I stood up for what I believe. Afraid to reveal all the tricks that I've hid up my sleeve.
Thank you all so much. Okay, I'm going to try to sing 4 songs real quick. Except for this, so if you've thought, well, this woman has a lot of words in her songs, that's a lot of words. You even haven't heard the wordiest song yet, so here you go. Oh, yeah. I always tell the story that you told me when I sing this on live streams. Makes me happy. Okay, so this is also a love story. She lifts me up, she lets me down easy, she turns me on, she gets me off. I'll tell you one more time. She lifts me up, she lets me down easy, she turns me on, she gets me off. I'll tell you one more time. We're 5'7" and I'd see her about twice a week, walking uphill with a grocery bag on Bourbon Street. She looks so pretty from her red hair right down to her feet. I couldn't take my eyes away. Well, it took a little while till I bumped into her accidental, heading to the shop on a Tuesday. Just coincidental. I apologized profusely, but she said she was not sentimental. I forgot to ask her name. 2 months later, I was hungover in baggage claim, eating stale pretzels that I took with me from off the plane. And like an apparition or something that I can't explain, I saw her standing there. I got so excited, didn't think about the repercussions. Took a deep breath, did my formal introduction. Forgive me for my candor and my sudden interruption. Would you join me for a drink? She was taken by surprise, and at first she hesitated, looked me up and down and said she'd appreciate it. We left the empty carousel and to the bar we ambulated for a single glass of wine. That solitary glass turned into a bottle, and before this starts to sound like a romance novel, I swear up to Jesus and all 12 apostles that she was made for me. 'Cause she lifts me up, she lets me down easy, she turns me on, she gives me off. I'll tell you one more time. She lifts me up, she lets me down easy, she turns me on, she gets me off. I'll tell you one more time. I never did get my checked-in bags, and I spent a few weeks dressed up in rags. But I tell you what really caused tongues to wag was what happened that night. Well, I had zero doubts that this one's a keeper, so we took a yellow cab to the front of the preacher. Still wearing silk pajamas, he just called it full moon fever and sent us on our way. But I was too proud to take no for an answer, and in the most kindly and sophisticated manner, I pounded on the door to some innocent bystanders. They called authorities. We was taken downtown to the police station, where I explained our plans for matrimony and my aggravation to find an authority to legalize our affiliation before the break of day. But by this time it was 8 a.m. The judge had just then wandered in. He heard me tell my story to the policeman, said to follow him. 10 minutes later we was headed out the door as a real married couple that just met the night before. When I tell this story, I always thank the Lord for bringing her to me. 'Cause she lifts me up, she lets me down easy, she turns me on, she gets me off. I'll tell you one more time. She lifts me up, she lets me down easy, and she turns me on, she gets me off. I'll tell you one more time. That one's silly. Okay. Okay, this is my brandest new song. I think I wrote it on Monday or Sunday. Sunday or Monday. Oh, it does need this. So I have to look at my word. Gonna be looking at the words. Apologize. Okay. This one started as I saw a friend's Facebook meme post, you know, like you just post a little Facebook meme picture. And I was like, wow, that's genius. I'm going to steal that and put it in a song. So I'm really not that deep. I was just scrolling on Facebook.
I don't know how to say how I feel. I could draw you a picture, a fish stuck in the mud, held by a torrent at the fork in the river. I struggle and wriggle and fight to survive. If wishes were horses and beggars would ride, well, I should try living out loud before I die in the silence. Come out from behind all the clouds on the shoulders of giants. I'm too scared to scream, too frightened to cry out, too filled with heartbreak, depression, and self-doubt. But I should try living out loud before I die in the silence. Don't breathe a word till a slip of the tongue releases the floodgates. I try to hold back, keep it under my hat. I never learn from my mistakes. It starts as a whisper and turns to a roar like the calm of the ocean when it rips up the shore. Well, I should try living out loud before I die in the silence. Behind all the clouds on the shoulders of giants. I'm too scared to scream, too frightened to cry out, too filled with heartbreak, depression, and self-doubt. But I should try living out loud before I die in the silence. Oh, the silence, it howls like the winds in a storm, like the wolves at the full moon, like a baby newborn. Well, I should try living out loud before I die in the silence. Come out from behind all the clouds on the shoulders of giants. I'm too scared to scream, too frightened to cry out, too filled with heartbreak, depression, and self-doubt. But I should try living out loud before I die in the silence. I should try living out loud.
Thank you guys so much. This has just been amazing. Really appreciate so many people hanging out. And again, thank you, Longmont Public Media. If you haven't come and checked out the facilities here, there's something for everybody. And also they have like concerts and different shows and movie nights. So check out their website because there's just so much going on.
Get on my knees at dusk and at dawn and offer my praise in words and in song. Confess to my grief, forgiveness I pray. Just hoping that God will hear what I say. I pray for the lost, pray for the found, pray for the brave, pray for this town, pray for the sick, pray for peace, pray to your gods, pray for me. Hallelujah. night when I lay down to sleep, I pray to the Lord my soul to keep. And if I should die before I wake, I pray to the Lord my soul to take. I pray for the lost, pray for the found, pray for the brave, pray for this town, pray for the sick, pray for peace. Pray to you, gods, pray for me. I'll pray to the lights, I'll pray to the sound, pray to the sky, both feet on the ground. Pray for the dead, pray for the new. Pray for me, and I'll pray for you. Hallelujah, 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 oh, hallelujah.
Thank you. I got one more song for you tonight. And I'm going to come down after this is over. Say hi if you want to talk. Love to talk, connect with people. This one's called Out of the Dark.
When you're lost in the darkness, it's all that surrounds you. An ocean of troubles, too painful to talk about. Alone with your demons, a maddening crowd, all shrouded in silence, for crying out loud. When you're caught in a storm or a crisis of conscience, stuck in a spider web of all of the lies that you've spun all together, out of necessity to safeguard your heart in the face of adversity. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, so I keep going and going and going, keep getting closer and closer and closer, keep moving faster and faster and faster, till I'm out of the dark and the trouble is over. When you're down for the count, you fold under pressure, over your head on the firing line. You fall through the cracks and there's no net below you, and time's both a thief and a thorn in your side. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, so I keep going and going and going, keep getting closer and closer and closer, keep moving faster and faster and faster, till I'm out of the dark and the trouble is over. It could be a candle or even the sun, the end of a rainbow, the reflection of every star in the night sky, and an ocean of love to illuminate all that you need. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and so we keep going and going and going, keep getting closer and closer and closer, keep moving faster and faster and faster, till we're out of the dark and the trouble is over. Keep going and going and going, keep getting closer and closer and closer, keep moving faster and faster and faster, till we're out of the dark and the trouble
Thank you all so much. You all have been the best audience of all time. Like, bar none in the entire universe. Best audience ever. So thank you so much for coming out. We'll have another Tiny Duck concert next Friday, so don't miss on that. And does Tim want to come say anything?
Yeah.
Come say something,
Not too
Tim.
much. Most importantly, one more time for Valerie Bhat, y'all.
Thank you, live streamers.
And the live streamers have been blowing it up for you. They love you on YouTube. Good trouble. Make sure you find Valerie, her website, find her on YouTube and all of the good spots. Thanks so much to the Longmont Creative District for sponsoring this event, for making this thing possible. And thank you so much to y'all for being here. This has been such a lovely night. We'll be here next Friday, again, 5:30, and it'll be Christian Porter will be the artist. So we'll see y'all next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you. Thanks for playing. This was so good.
Amazing. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. If they're still there.